Welcome to Long Lost Brothers, the podcast devoted to talking shit and self-improvement. My name is Brett Scott,
And I'm Jesse Cole,
and we
PhD.
are the Long Lost Brothers. Jesse Cole.
I meant to introduce myself as Dr. Jesse Cole, MD, PhD, with associates in bullshit and philosophy.
That's
today,
brilliant.
today we're talking about some COVID.
Yeah.
It's the COVID
Yeah.
show.
The COVID-sode. The Corona Extra.
Yeah, and not like I'm an expert by any means on Corona, but it's not like but I've had it. I'm vaccinated for it. My wife had it. My son had it. I did a small amount of research, but I thought we would just mostly talk about what we know. You know?
Yeah, man. Like, we're not, obviously, yeah, we're not fucking experts. We're not doctors. We're not scientists.
Man, you know what something I realized the other day is what makes me more mad than anything is when people get mad at each other for not sharing the beliefs of like when people want to fight each other over like their vaccination status.
Yeah.
Like Gene Simmons is hard in the paint. So if you're not vaccinated, you're an enemy.
That's harsh.
He's like you don't like, you know, he's equating it to like running red lights and stuff, like the equal amount of danger.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also like 80, 89 and still touring, so he wants that vaccine to be his saving grace. But yeah, man. So I got one weird.
It'd be like that though. This is how a lot of people are viewing this. Like, it's either, you know, on one side you're like people who aren't vaccinated are automatically anti-vax. They're automatically the bad guy. They're the enemy. They're the ones that are keeping everyone sick. And then on the other side, you got these people that are like these idiot sheeple who just line up to get jabbed. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but it's like, I'm like, man, do you, bro? Do your research. Yeah. They got 3 different ones. If you don't like none of them, just don't do it. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's me, you know. But like me, the missus, my teenage son, grandma, we're all vaxxed up. But but I work with a lot of people, like, you know, a lot of the community. So I am going to be exposed to shit, and where I work has a very high rate of COVID. So
yeah,
you know, if you're gonna be touching dirty shit, put your gloves on, son.
Yeah,
you know?
This is a perfect, because we're on opposite ends of the spectrums. We are long lost brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I am not vaccinated. My family's not vaccinated. And none of us have had COVID. We are in a busy area. We live in Columbus, Ohio, which is like one of the busiest cities in Ohio.
Yeah.
You know, it's the cap. Obviously the rates are higher in our area than other areas of the state.
Yeah, I found this thing online real quick. There's a COVID map where it scrolls down by county. You can click, it'll tell you how many active cases, how many cases total, and how many deaths. And I was like, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. I was playing around with that when I was trying to ingrain my knowledge a little bit before we recorded.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the controversial things about COVID is the numbers, like how they're classifying these numbers. And some people say that you know, that the numbers aren't necessarily exact, because they might count COVID deaths that aren't really COVID deaths,
right?
But they could equate it to COVID if they wanted to. You know, they could
excuse
me, could count it as that.
Yeah, because like what New York Times is saying, this is what they got as of updated today. The U.S. is 47,390,239 cases in the U.S.
Currently, or
total?
There has been total. Okay.
deaths are 766,206 total deaths in the United States.
Okay.
Now, okay, now bear with me because this is a big number to read. This is global, okay? As of today.
Okay.
253,870,051 cases globally.
Okay.
Okay, so total deaths is 5,107,084. So that's according to mainstream media. You
Okay.
might want, if you want to get with Alex Jones and get his opinion, or you got some other outlet that you prefer to get your numbers from. That's fine, but that's just where I found my news today. That's top bar on the COVID research popping up. But then there was that dude on Rogan that he used to work for like the New York Times and got fired, and he was saying all that. Remember that episode about the COVID? It was on Joe Rogan. Did you see that one?
The one with the one with the guy from the CNN correspondent that Rogan kept. And Rogan kept like pressing him on like, hey man, how do you feel about working for a company that lies and shit like that?
Oh no. This is a different one. This is older. It's where this guy was talking about that early on a lot of the deaths were actually from the ventilators popping people's lungs and not actually
Yeah.
And he was saying that they were attributing a lot of deaths that weren't really COVID related to COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a lot of COVID relief money getting sent out to the government right now. It's called ERAP and TRAP. It's Treasury Rental Assistance Program. So people that are affected by COVID can get like say I had COVID. Even when I got COVID, I utilized that. Like I can work for 2 weeks. What the fuck am I gonna do, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like I didn't utilize that TRAP, but if I was behind on rent, I would have. But I reached out to this other program that I'm familiar with because it's kind of what I do for a living. And I was like, well, if there's a service available to me, I'm going to utilize it. And they pay their they pay the rent, and electricity, and I think the water, but and dropped off food on our front porch. Like hella, yeah, this men, bro. It's a good looking out, my socialist comrades.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's where a lot of the controversy comes from too, is because you're right, they are sending out a lot of money to people, and not just people, but like hospitals, nursing homes, whoever's getting hit, whoever can attribute deaths to being COVID deaths is getting paid for that shit. They're getting help. They're getting money sent there for
Absolutely. So, I mean, there's jobs created just around COVID,
So
as there should be, it is a global pandemic. Like,
yeah, and potentially, the more deaths you're having from COVID, the more sickness you're having from COVID, the more money is going to be allocated to you, and so that creates a lot of like, that's where the question of, are these really COVID deaths, all of them, that they are attributing it to? Is it really what it is, or is it we get a little bit more if these are COVID deaths and not?
Yeah, and I don't know. And they had like the super unemployment over here, where it's like it's pretty much just better to be on unemployment than actually work unless you make big bucks.
Yeah.
But that just ended, so now you're watching everybody kind of scramble and try to figure it out real quick. But it's like like here it's hard to keep an employees, until just very recently. It's like there's places like we're extremely understaffed. Like the McDonald's over here starting at like $15 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, to cook a hamburger.
Yeah, we are in the midst right now of they call it the Great Resignation, and it is one of the highest cases ever of people quitting their jobs in force. Really? Yeah, this year so far, 30-something million people have quit their jobs. It's mostly in those. It's mostly in those areas of what you would consider frontline workers. You know, people who have been working through this pandemic
Yeah.
and are like, fuck this. Like, I don't, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, getting shit pay to be in a terrible position. Like, my wife's one of those. She works in a grocery store and she gets, like shitty ass pay really for being out there exposing herself, possibly, going to get sick. It's like, and it's like that with all of them. And especially like nurses, nursing homes, like these type of frontline workers, healthcare workers, restaurant workers, delivery driver, all this stuff.
Well, then
And
they're
a
trying
lot
to
of these
put that
people are like
mandate out there, so they're like, a lot of people are like, "See ya," you know.
that too. Yeah, that too. That's another thing that like now is adding to it is they're saying like, well, if your company has more than 100 employees, they're going to try to enforce vaccination. And a lot of people, yeah, you're right. Law enforcement officers are fucking quitting or
Yeah,
getting fired.
Aaron Rodgers,
Yep.
Devil couldn't play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
crazy.
it's a wild fucking time, dude. And we've got and the stuff I remember when we were first talking about this, towards the beginning of the pandemic was like, how is this going to be, what's more worrisome? The amount of people that could die or the amount of people that could die in the long run or be affected in the long run
Right.
if we shut everything down.
I
And right
remember that.
now, we're seeing a lot of fucking problems now with the supply chain and shit not being able to catch up from this whole past year of everything shutting down.
Yeah.
They always said that it would. You wouldn't see it at first, but a year or two down the line, the economy is going to be fucked,
Shoot.
and it kind of is. Kind of is, especially with
'Cause
everyone quitting their job.
we're like creeping up on it being 2 years this year, right? It started
Yeah.
December 19 in Wuhan, China, at
Yeah.
supposedly,
Right.
according to mainstream media, in a Chinese seafood poultry market in Wuhan, China. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, there's other theories that it was created in a lab and it's a biological warfare on the lower classes, etc., etc. But, who's rich that's died of COVID? Nobody.
I don't know. I don't know. I
Now,
don't know.
name a rich person that died from COVID?
I don't know. I don't know any rich people, bro. What, you mean like a
Yeah,
movie star or something?
yeah. Name something famous that. Man, fucking
Yeah, I
Trump.
can't.
Trump and Joe Rogan had like the same regimen and same drugs, bro. Because Trump
Yeah.
was out like 4 days later after he had like coming off the airplane.
Yeah.
Biden don't even got fucking COVID, and he can't barely climb the stairs up to that airplane. Poor old man. Poor old Joe.
Yeah, man.
And you know who that fool reminds me of? I'm not even like trying to be like politically like ill will to anybody, but who's that dude with the puppets? Jeff Dunham. You remember he has that old man Walter?
Yeah, yeah.
Joe Biden looks like that fool a lot.
That's great. I thought you was gonna say the skeleton. I was like,
I can't go.
yeah. It's like, wait a minute. No.
Nah, that's next year.
Yeah,
Why do
dude.
we keep electing everybody's grandma and grandpa to be the president of the country?
I don't know, man.
Super
I don't
weird.
know. It's wild.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I'm still holding out for Tulsi. I hope that she does something. I don't know what she would do because I don't feel like she could even run as a Democrat anymore.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like that.
Stuff from the party.
Yeah.
So what do you think of this Fauci dude, Anthony Fauci?
I think it makes zero sense. Hold on. What the hell? This thing's gonna keep beeping at me.
There you go.
All right. So my lighting's not great, but it will. So I think I don't know how the fuck this dude still works in government. Like, I don't know how it's even a thing. I don't know how he's not either in jail or at least not in the same position.
Bro, so remember they said everybody has to stay inside for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. When you catch it, right? Yeah. Oh, you mean in the
but-
beginning?
Yeah, 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
Yeah.
Man, we like a whole ass 700 days into this shit.
Yeah.
They
2
lied.
weeks turned into like 100 in 2 weeks.
I know. I've seen on the news that they're over here. They're about to take back off the mask mandate. And it's like I remember when them saying like you can stop wearing a mask outside. Like y'all was wearing a mask outside.
Yeah.
That's like real air out there. Like I don't know. Like
That's crazy. Yeah, I heard about people like in California, like the double masking.
yeah, Smith. What's his name? You know, Silent Bob.
Kevin Smith. Yeah, was he
Yeah,
doing the double mask?
He was doing double mask on a hiking trail. But I did at first. I was really hating on him for that, and I'm not outwardly, but like my inner piece of shit was like talking shit. But like he has a gang of underlying conditions. This is like pre-vaccine, and then we go hiking, and then it's like there's a busy spot and hiking. It's not like you're the only one out there, you know.
That's true. Yeah,
like there's hell people hiking. It's like. Like, man, like sometimes if you go to the wrong place, like it like not too far out of Portland, it's like every 10 feet you're seeing somebody. It's like, man, this is just like I don't know. It's silly sometimes. I'm like, I want to find trees, not more people. This is what's trying to escape, man. How about y'all just get back in your car? Y'all just leave me and Kimberly to this nature. But yeah, it didn't work out that way.
Okay, so I want to talk about something. We've got to get into this. Okay, so we've talked about coronavirus itself a little bit, but we have to get into the treatments and the vaccinations.
Okay. So I know this. Okay.
Yeah.
Pfizer's the best. That's why I got it.
It's the best. Okay.
I've been trusting them with keeping my wiener hard for years. I trust them, man. They're coming through.
Have you? Or are you just saying that?
Like 50-50. I might. Okay. 2 truths and a lie. You decide. I don't know. Anyway, so and then like Johnson & Johnson's a single shot, okay? Yeah. And that's the one that they do at a lot of like treatment centers, jails, and pop-up like homeless connection events because
it's a vaccine.
because it's a one and done. I don't have to go find you again. You don't have to keep another appointment. I can just catch you, hit you, done. So now I know about this stuff because I do work at the health department, and this is something that I get. So now they're making. Oh, and there's Moderna. That's the other one. Okay.
Yeah, Moderna. Yeah.
That's the one that's mostly readily available, but it's Pfizer gang, baby. Anyway, so but they're saying that for your booster, which they're allowing now for I think everyone, it can be mixed and matched. Except for Johnson & Johnson, you can't mix and match it, and it's a half dose in comparison to a full dose. Is the way I understand it. I'm not a tech, so I'm not a nurse, so that's not my wheelhouse. You know what I mean? But I get the news on it, on what's happening with that.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. So we talked a little bit earlier about how like some places will have to mandate this vaccine.
Right? Yeah. My work's mandated it.
Right. So some people have already lost their job over it. Some places like my company haven't even implemented shit yet. Like I know there's a cutoff date, like when they have to do it by, pending any legal action or anything like that. But my job hasn't even mentioned it. And I think it's just because truck drivers are a fucking a stubborn bunch. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of truck drivers would probably be like, fuck you. I'm not getting the fuck, very stubborn people. And I think they're probably worried about that. Like, dude, if we announced it, we're for sure doing this before we have to, people are just going to quit. Now, I wouldn't quit. Even if I wasn't going to get a vaccine, I wouldn't quit because
you just make one of those cards.
You just let them fire you, because if it does ever come back, if there is anything that like is presented legally later on, you could say, well, they unjustly fired me. But if you just quit your fucking job, there's no recourse. It's like
Yeah.
you quit, you quit. So it's like you didn't do anything wrong.
You could also lie and say it's against your religion, and then that'll get you like some. You had to really like write out what's this thing and make it like you know,
Yeah.
there's loopholes to any fucking mandate. I'm sure you know. But yeah, I don't know. I went and got my 2 sticks, man. I'm cool.
Let me ask you something. Are you getting the booster though? Are you supposed to get a booster?
I will, but I'm not in a rush to, because I just recently completed my second vaccine in, I want to say it was August, September. So I'm not even due yet. It's like got to be 6 months, and even then, it's like not a rush.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about kids getting the vaccine? Because that's like the big hot topic right now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I got mixed feelings, to be honest. I'm not rushing my kids down to get it, but you know, I don't know. I'll probably leave that decision up to their mom.
Yeah.
So she can wear any fucking reaction, so I can be on her.
I think one of the biggest issues here is that we've known from the beginning that kids are much less likely to suffer from anything from this. It's like like highly unlikely that they'll have complications from it. Even if they catch it, they usually don't get sick from it most of the time.
Yeah, like I feel like my kids might have had it, to be honest, because there's a couple like my 4-year-old came home, he was just dead ass for like 2-3 days, and back to saying he's Chucky and running around the house and being a maniac and you know just being Ryder. But yeah, my 4-year-old's obsessed with Chucky right now. It's kind of awesome. And he calls Michael Myers Michael Myers.
Spanish Michael Myers.
And Jason Voorhees. And then yeah, he's got Freddy Krueger down though. But anyway, let's get back on this COVID thing. That's just a little Ryder trivia. But yeah, man. So I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna line my kids up to get it, because I feel like that's how we're gonna deter herd immunity.
Yeah. Like, hey, man, I'll be honest with you, and I'll tell you why I haven't gotten vaccinated yet. So now we got the other.
Scared.
What?
Because you're scared.
Yeah, it's because I'm a big Trump guy. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, because you're a Proud Boy.
Yeah, hardcore. No, I think that you know, I think honestly for me, it's the fact that the vaccine,
they made it in 10 months.
That's a big part of it. But it's the fact that it's nothing like a fucking vaccine that we've ever heard of before.
Not a vaccine, I know.
It doesn't keep you from getting it. It doesn't keep you from spreading it.
It just keeps you getting super fucking sick when you get it.
Supposedly. Yeah.
I got it after
it.
Like, check it out, man. Like, a couple of days after my second shot, I got hit.
Yep.
And I don't know. I was down for a week, but like Kimberly, like literally still can't smell or taste. And it's been how long, babe? Months. She still can't smell or taste. She's vaccinated as well. 2 months since she had it. She still can't smell or taste. And when she had it, she wasn't super sick. The main thing I think was like she couldn't smell or taste. And
yeah. Well, now she's got like a long haul symptom.
Yeah, I mean it's been 2 months, and like she can taste some of it's really sweet, really like it has to be like extreme, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we were in a hotel room last weekend eating sushi, and there was some pretty fucking hot wasabi that we got because we're in the city, so we got like good sushi, and it was like, all right, this will fuck your face up wasabi, and I was seeing her put it on generously, and no reaction, dude. I was like. Because usually it's like I'm the one that'll eat the spicy shit, you know. I'm like, yeah, give me that spice, you know. Like I'm with that. Like I might bite a habanero if I'm feeling froggy that day, you know. But yeah, or even like I had this coworker. I think I said this on the podcast before. had this guy that I work with, different agency, but he works in the community with me. Um, this dude, when he had COVID, he said that he was eating like super crazy hot peppers. He's like, I put so much chile in my menudo. That's a little Mexican soup that's made out of like cow intestines and shit. It's good. I'll eat it. No, it sounds gross, but it's super bomb. Just don't get it too authentic, or you'll be like, get it out of the can, bro. Okay, so anyway, I digress. He was saying that he was putting like hot sauce with jalapenos biting on the side. Like, he's like, I did. He goes, I was going hard. He goes, the only thing I got out of it was heartburn, and man, my stomach hurt hella bad because I ate too much chili. And he's like, but my face, he's like, nothing. He's like, there's no burning sensation, nothing.
I bet he felt it like the next day though.
Yeah, it's probably hot on the way out.
Yeah, that's the one fucking thing about all those people that eat super hot shit like on YouTube and shit like that, and people eating them fucking ghost peppers and them fucking Carolina Reapers and shit. Yeah. I'm always like, I think I could handle the going in. It's the coming the fuck out that I have.
Bro, we got that one chip challenge thing. You seen that?
Yeah.
Man, nobody in this house is gangster enough for that. my 10-year-old, he eats Takis and I had these hot ass peppers, bro. They're serranos, but they've been pickled for like 2 years, so like a little hotter than a jalapeno. But I'll eat them like with my food. Like I like hot food, but like I'll eat them like on the side and bite it like on the side, and then like sometimes if my food's gone, I'm just being fat. I sit there and eat them like that, and it's like after like 5, you're like, okay, I need a break. It's hot. Yeah. And this fool just sit there and eat the whole jar, bro. Like, there's something else he's eating. Oh, like Yucateco's habanero hot sauce I have. Yeah, and those red cayennes, like you said. Yeah, dehydrated cayennes. He just snacks them up.
But you're saying, but he can't handle the chip.
The chip is too much, bro. It's got that Carolina Reaper ghost pepper. Supposed to hold it with a glove. And then Kimmy's mom thought, oh, he's just a kid. He can't hang. Nope. She took one bite, bro. She was burying her face in a gallon of milk too.
Did you do it?
I don't know. I know better.
Yeah, I only, like I said, I think I could at least get through the pain of putting it in my mouth, but fucking, it's the next day that I'm afraid of. I don't want my butthole burning off. Like, fuck that. That sounds terrible.
I'm a chronic sufferer from heartburn, so I was like, man, well, I'm gonna ruin my day and my tomorrow. No thanks. Like I get like the pain isn't like I'm constantly in pain. It's just like that would suck. That's why I like habaneros or what do you call it, wasabi, because it's like it's super hot up front, but then it's like it just goes away right away.
Yeah. I really like spicy shit. I love jalapenos. I just love the flavor of jalapenos. Yeah. But they fuck my stomach up every time. Like, I regret it every time I have the fucking explosive shits and it burns every fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, but tastes so fucking good going down.
I know. I like diced up jalapenos like with my tuna fish. Ooh.
I love like nachos with fucking just whole like fucking chunks of jalapenos. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Love it. Can't do it though. I can't do it now.
Right. Yeah, I still do it. I don't care that much. I got some Zantac. We'll be okay.
So
let's get back to COVID now. We're done being a little fat asses talking about eating nachos.
So
I'm not lining my kids. I'm not lining my kids up to get the vaccine, man. I feel like that's deteriorating our crowd immunity, because they're the ones that are gonna have the strongest antibodies to fight it.
This is what I don't understand. This is what I don't get. The vaccine doesn't keep you from getting it. It doesn't keep you from spreading it. How the fuck is it going to slow or stop the spread? Yeah. If it still gets passed around, it's still the same disease. You're not making it any weaker.
Yeah.
Some people can just deal with it better if they've got the vaccine, but that's it.
Yeah, it's supposed to make you less susceptible. It's supposed to make it so it's a sickness and not a killer. That's basically the idea behind the level of
which
what they
sounds
got.
nothing like other vaccines that we take,
Yeah,
like smallpox.
I got the.
You don't when
I
I
got
take smallpox vaccine, I don't get smallpox. You know what I mean? I don't get it.
yeah, crazy how that is, right?
Yeah.
Well, it took them. They only had 10 months to work with, Brett. Give them some time. I'm sure
Okay,
they're trying.
so also no, but also it seems like they're done trying. They fucking got the shit. They're like, all right, we got the vaccine. Everybody take it. Like, are you gonna continue trying to make a better one? What are you doing?
One would
Uh,
hope.
um,
The best shit
also,
when I was on. I know, like, I don't got like that Joe Rogan money, so I wasn't getting like Intervictim and shit, and like, I just had to like kick it in my house, and then I took like Mucinex though. But Mucinex was a hitter, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was the best shit for my COVID. I was like, give me that Mucinex, couple
yeah,
Tylenol, couple ibuprofens. Fucking let me just chill out, eat a lot of food, relax. Just in the house, bored in the bored in the house bored. 'Cause it's like, and it sucks even worse because I got such a big family. I had to stay in my room the whole time.
mm-hmm.
I thank God
Yeah,
I have a big room and I got like all the internet, like all the channels. Imagine if you just had like one page. It was like or one book. There's 100 pages. You couldn't leave the room.
to read
And
it over and over.
yeah, you just know how the words go. You fucking just say fucking start. You write the sequel.
Um,
But it's not like. But it's weird because it's like I would feel like for like an hour and a half, I'd be like, you know what? I'm over this COVID. I'm good.
mhm.
I start trying to do like I had my work laptop and my cell phone at the house, and I try to start working, and then all of a sudden, all right, I'm not good. And then you had to go lay down and shit. It would be weird because like a head cold. Do you ever have like a cold where it fucking lays you out, and then you think you're good, and then you figure out real quickly that you're not good? That was happening
Yeah.
to me for like I want to say like a solid 10 days. But like for the most part, I just had a super intense earache, and I couldn't hear out my left ear for like I want to say 2 solid weeks. Couldn't hear.
Mm.
I thought I wasn't gonna get it back, but it's back, so that's good.
So, okay, the Joe Rogan thing with the fucking fact that he mentioned ivermectin, and they said that he was taking horse
Horse.
dewormer.
Yeah, man, they were talking shit on Joe Rogan on CNN. He's talking about suing him now, right?
Yeah, because they specifically, it is a horse dewormer, but it is also a human dewormer. It is also a all kinds of things dewormer. It deworms dogs. It deworms humans worldwide. The medication actually like won. What was it? The fucking Nobel Prize
Yeah,
for being so helpful to humanity. Okay, so and it's funny to humanity. Not it wasn't for horses. It didn't win it for it. It was for people. Um, but yeah, then they said Joe Rogan's taking horse dewormer, and it technically wasn't. It was
yeah.
human medicine.
And
It was
it
prescribed
being
by a
Joe
doctor.
Rogan, I'm sure he got it prescribed by his doctor. Like, probably better
Yes.
doctors than all of us. He has so much to do with his health.
Here's the thing, though. And you say it like ivermectin, some like special, only the rich can get it. It's not like that. The other
Yeah,
stuff is the other
right,
stuff,
right.
the treatments he did for sure. Like you got to have some money to get some of that stuff done, like the vitamin flushes and
Yeah.
the what's it called, the chlora, whatever the fuck it is that he got done. Um,
Yeah, he got whatever they gave Trump.
yeah,
He's
but
like, I got one day and I'm back.
but ivermectin is pretty easy to get. You can go to a doctor and get it. I know a doctor right now I can go to and get it. It's not that crazy. You just have to.
I don't think it's crazy. I just hadn't heard about it, and then the
Yeah,
CDC shitting on it, and that might. And I'll say this, this might take this as tongue in cheek, but it might just be because Pfizer and Moderna got big money and they don't want fucking ivermectin ruining their vaccine or being like an alternative to the vaccine because they want to get everyone vaccinated for it. That's like the government's goal is to get the entire country vaccinated for COVID-19. That's their goal. Like that's what they want. I mean, like
yeah.
dead ass. Like I mean, I This is a thing. This is really a thing. That's like the goal is to get everybody vaccinated. They're
So have
putting
you
up
heard about
signs,
this?
billboards that says on the highway, get vaccinated. You know,
Yeah,
they're doing clinics, pop-up clinics, drive up, get vaccinated. Like it's a thing. You know, like the government is putting energy into definitely trying to get everyone eligible vaccinated.
yeah. So
And
have you heard about the new treatment?
what is it? Is it whiskey?
It's it's a Pfizer treatment,
Yeah. Okay,
and
I'm on
it's
board.
and supposedly what, and it's not a vaccine. It's a treatment in case you get it,
Oh,
right?
word? That's dope.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is it's very similar to ivermectin. They call it the they call it Pfizer Mectin. Like they don't really call it that, but that's what the people are calling this fucking Pfizer Mectin, motherfucker. They now have their version of ivermectin that is perfectly okay, and they're like, if you get it, this will help. It drastically fucking keep you from dying.
Ivermectin. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. Pfizer stock is like wild right now, bro.
Yeah.
I, I
So
remember what I was watching, but I think it was on Joe Rogan because he's like he's at war. Like he's gone desperado. He's not playing with mainstream media anymore. He's just like ready to argue.
yeah, he's not. Well, and let's be clear too. The guy's not saying like he's anti-vax or like not to get vaccinated or
Yeah,
nothing like that either. Like at all. He's
yeah,
vaccinated. Or he's not vaccinated, but like his parents are vaccinated. You know, he says that people who have comorbidities should get vaccinated. So it's nothing like that.
yeah.
And I'm in the same kind of boat. I feel like I'm young enough. I'm healthy enough. I
You're old as
exercise. I take
dirt.
all my vitamins.
You don't.
I fucking do. I take care of myself. I take all the shit that they say helps fight against catching or getting COVID bad.
I know.
So
You're a good boy.
yeah, so and I feel good, and I like, and then
I'm
I'm not gonna lie to you, it scares me that you went over a year without catching COVID, and you went and got a vaccine and got fucking COVID almost immediately after. And I'm not saying
Maybe
you
I
got it
got it
from
at
that.
Walmart while I was getting the vaccine.
Maybe so.
It was like 3 days later. Maybe I was in the Walmart and somebody in the Walmart had it and spreaded it to me.
Very true. Very true.
I should
And
have went
that's
to my
why I'm
primary
not
care.
going in. That's why I'm not going into CVS with all the people that are at the pharmacy. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, go to your primary care.
Yeah, that's where everybody else goes. All the fucking people with COVID been in and out of there.
Oh, here we go. Conspiracy Brett.
Well, I'm gonna go to the doctor where all the COVID people go.
Man, yeah, that's right. They'll take care of you, bud.
Might as well go
You,
to the hospital, check
you had to
myself
get
in.
you had to get screened before you go in to ask you if you've been sick.
Oh, they ask you.
Yeah.
But we don't know. A lot of the people that have COVID don't know that they've had it. They have no idea. Because
At
like
my work, you have to take it.
90% of people don't even get sick.
At my work, every morning I have to take their temperature and sign this thing that says I don't have any symptoms.
So what happens if you're asymptomatic, like most people are?
Then you're gonna spread to everybody, and they're gonna get sick.
Yeah. Yes, I know. Yeah, I've done that actually. I've been a lot of places where I had to like get the temp check and all that before I go in, and or get a COVID test before I go do something. Um, yeah. Did you ever have the fucking brain jab fucking test or
Mine was gentle,
yeah,
genteel, both times, first and second time.
mine too. I think I told you this too. My wife went in to the hospital, and they gave her a test, but they gave her the fucked up test. It was like, yeah. Like, and it was fucked up because I set her mind at ease. She was like, I don't know if I want to do this, man. I don't want to get jabbed in my fucking brain. I was like, they don't do it like that anymore, baby. That's not how it's done anymore. Don't worry. It's just they just gently swab your nose. They came in and was like, she's like, fuck. I'm like, yeah,
Well,
sorry.
where I work, at the health department in the city where I work, and we have you come get them tests, set it up on you log in on with your phone. You get a bunch of boogers, put them in the vial, you FedEx them off. When it's picked up from FedEx, it'll send you a notification that says it's in transit, and then they'll text you the log into your account, and you'll know if you got the COVID.
bro, we got here readily available rapid tests. I mean,
Yeah.
we've bought several from CVS, and then also, which is a drugstore. I don't know if you have CVS there or not.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what CVS is.
And then, so look, our public library is giving out free fucking at-home tests.
Oh,
So you
that's
just gotta
dope.
show up, tell them
Yeah,
how many you have in your family, and they give them to you. So
but that's crazy because my son, my oldest son, he got the COVID test. The rapid came back positive,
hmm,
and then his fucking PCR, which is the real test that they take to the lab,
yeah,
came back inconclusive.
huh?
And he's like, I'm not sick. I'm bored though. You get out this room, pops, walk around the house with no mask. Boy, I will smack you in your head. Get back in your damn room. You see me in my room for 10 days. You got 10 days to chill. Get in.
10 days in the hole, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. I told him do push ups. If you don't feel good, clean it, do your homework and do push ups.
Work out then, motherfucker.
Well, my son's
busy.
getting, he's a beast. I give it to him. Like, works, goes to school, and fucking works out, and works on his multiple ship boxes he has. Yeah, so good for him. Jaybird, shout out. You're a good kid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. He got vaccinated because he's part of the supply chain, but like basically he works on trucks and works in a gravel pit.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, they told me he had to get vaccinated, so he went and got it.
I'm curious to see, like I said, how they implement this thing. It looks like half the states are trying to sue over the mandate. It's gonna get wild. It's gonna get wild.
Well, just because they've tied so much politics to it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, man, it's like if and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the more Republican you are, the less likely you are to want to get vaccinated.
Yeah, I think so. I would say so. I would say so. But I think that's also part of the narrative, though. I think there are a ton of liberal people, my wife included, very, very liberal woman. And that's a point of contention in our fucking relationship. It's like we have a lot of different views when it comes to politics, and but she's more worried than I am about taking a vaccine, and she's very liberal. So it's causing some new divisions, I think, even within parties and shit. It's like, so all her people that she used to be in solidarity with are like, oh, you're not a real fucking liberal. Oh, you're a fucking Trumper. And she's like, she's the farthest thing from a fucking Trumper there is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Kimberly got no love for the Trump sign neither, man. I get it.
It's crazy, man.
I wasn't that mad. I was like, you tweet some mean shit. If you give me that $2 gas back, bro, we could do that all day.
Yeah. I'm saying though, it's like it's madness. We've gotten so fucking divided politically that it's like if you have one differing opinion,
everything
than the
is
rest of the group.
Yeah.
It's
like you have to believe exactly what everybody else on your team believes, or you're fucking off the team.
And it's not even 90%. It's 100 fucking percent or nothing. It's all or nothing, motherfucker.
All or nothing. Yeah, and it's like
it's wild. And what's funny is the people on the left used to be the ones that were most distrusting of government and most, on that side of the media used to really, and you could even see it when Trump was in office. The media was almost an enemy of the fucking government, right?
Yeah.
They were but now the media is in full support of everything. They don't say anything bad about the government. It's really weird, man. It's very strange what's going on. I don't know. I don't know.
Uncle Joe is back in the saddle, bud.
Yeah, but it's even when even back in the 90s, it's when in office, it wasn't the same thing. It was even the media would still go after.
I think Trump kind of broke the balance in the respect level, because they're like, this is a TV dude, this is one of our little fucking idiots, and now he's here running the free world, So
yeah,
I think that and he's super disrespectful. Like, you wouldn't hear like Joe Biden say like, some of the out of pocket shit that Trump has said. He says stupid shit, but not just blatantly disrespectful shit directly to somebody's face. That he doesn't operate like that, so he wouldn't get that disrespect back. And you could say whoever started, I don't care. Whether it's Trump or whether it's the media, but
I think
he's petty.
The division really started with Obama. It's not because of Obama. I think it's because of the people who did not like Obama.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. There's people who didn't like Obama, and some of them were racist, and some of them were just afraid he was a fucking socialist because they believed the fucking right-wing media, and that was the whole thing. But I think that's where it started the most, and then then Trump was like a reaction to that.
Yeah,
it was like a reaction, and then now we're getting the reaction to Trump, and it's getting worse with each new elected officials. Like it's every 4 years, every 2 to 4 years, it's fucking. Look, Obama was elected, and then in 2010, boom, like all these Republicans got elected. 2010,
yeah,
and then in 2012, Obama gets reelected, and it just keeps doing that back and forth, back and forth. I don't think we're gonna get another Democrat next time around, and I doubt if it is a Republican, I don't think we'll get another Republican after that. I think it's going to continually fucking flip-flop now. We're not going to get no 8-year presidents anymore.
Crazy. You're going to have to get like a really charismatic individual in there. But it's just like all the choices sucks. It's like as much as I'm not a Trumper, but I did not have a problem with Trump as president. Other than the news and the internet, it was just like I can't take you guys, man. You guys are wild. But whatever,
I think that most of the people of the United States are just fucking fed up with the whole whole thing.
Well, it's like wings of the same bird, man.
And I think realizing it now more than ever that like, oh, these are the same motherfuckers. They're all just working for like big corporations, big pharma. They're filling their pockets. Like there's no one is there for us, and people are starting to see that. People are like, these motherfuckers, none of them represent us in any way, and that's a problem. When you start distrusting that your government represents you, that's when you run into fucking trouble as a society.
That's when you get 4 days at the Capitol and shit.
Yeah, that's when you get fucking.
That's a dope shirt you got, by the way. The what if.
Yeah, I was gonna show.
Yeah.
The what if.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And I got my time to catch you. Can't see it though.
My wife, who knows nothing about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, sees this shirt. She's like, Brett, I think that shirt's fucked up. She's like, why is that dude's head so fucking big?
Because he has a big head.
She's like, I don't look right. I was like, no, that's the Watcher. He's got a big fucking head. She's like, why? I was like, I don't know. He's got a big fucking head. He's got a small body and a big head. He's like,
to facilitate a big head for big eyes to watch the universes.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, his body's not actually small. It's actually really fucking big, but in comparison to his head, it's fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Hey, were you a Dexter fan? Did you watch Dexter?
I can never get past okay, so let's just break off. We're probably done with the COVID shit now, yeah? We're gonna go another direction.
Yeah, I'm good. We're 50 minutes in.
Let's bullshit for like 10 minutes about some TV shows and movies and shit, okay?
All right. Yeah, so let's end it on a lighter mood, man.
Okay, yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna say this is my last statement on COVID. If you think getting vaccinated is the right move, go do that. I think it is, but if you don't, I still love you, baby. We're good. Okay, and that's all I had to say about it. I'm very moderate politically. I have no agendas. I just felt that was the right move for me and my family. If you feel like it's not for yours, that's okay. I'll still hang out with you, bro. We're good.
Okay.
That's all. That's my whole.
And now I'm gonna give my last statement.
Yeah.
If you want to get the vaccine, just know that you are a sheep. A fucking sheep.
Hey,
you're lining up for the slaughter. And I don't feel sorry for you when something happens in 10 years related to this vaccine. That's all I got to say.
You're just mad I got free 5G coming up, radiating off my body now.
And you know, people don't. The people who are only listening on audio, not on video, they think I'm serious. They can't see that I'm smiling and laughing as I'm saying that.
Oh, that makes it better.
But yeah.
Okay. So
anyway,
I've not watched it. Okay, I can never get past like season 3 of Dexter. I don't know why.
That doesn't even sound like a human being is talking right now. I've never heard anyone say that.
Me and Kimberly said the same thing. Both of us separate entities trying to watch it. I love Dexter. I love the premise. I like the show. I have nothing bad to say about Dexter. I just can't get past like season 3.
Season. It's so funny that you say season 3 because season 4 is a perfect season of television, a fucking flawless season of television.
I need to try to watch it again halfway through season 3 and just start there. It's like I've tried 3 times to start over. I know they got that new. I'll figure it out. They're gonna say last time on Dexter.
Season 4 it's season 4 is such a fucking crushing season, man. When you finish it, it's like, what the fuck? It's fucking crazy. It's so fucking devastating.
I have to check it out because I do want to watch that new Dexter because I've seen that he's back. So I went on a little Marvel spree, bro.
You did.
I came out back to the theaters for the first time. Went and saw Eternal. Went and saw Eternal with the missus. We went to the city to have a nice theater. They have electric reclining seats. You had to press on touch screen the seats that you're gonna get, and it's nice. So we go there. We see Eternals.
How was that? How was the attendance? Was it packed or sparse?
It was a Sunday afternoon, and it was like medium.
Okay.
It was cool. Okay. Even though we pressed 5'8", 5'7", fucking a transvestite and his friend were sitting in our chairs, but that's okay. We just went down to, and it's fine.
Okay.
These are transvestite matters. It's just painting a picture. Can
you say that word anymore? Is that a thing?
Transsexual. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I'm just saying stuff. I didn't mean like that in a hateful way. Like I'm sure they're a fine person. Whatever. Like I don't know. Like they're passable. I just noticed they had a chin hair and stuff. Anyway, onto the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll save my ass right here. I know there's a lot of people mad because what's the African American Eternal's name? Fasco?
It's something like that. But yeah,
he was like gay and stuff. I was like, no, this fits perfectly flows with the story. Who cares that he is homosexual?
Yeah,
he wasn't even from Earth. I don't have a problem with the fucking dog. You know. Like I thought that was super weird because it usually is like, you know, I've had my things where like the Arrowverse, like every character's gay, but it's like no, there's like 8 or 10 of them. One of them's gay. So what? Who cares?
Pretty much represents society pretty well. I thought like it reflects society, and it doesn't even need to because like you said, they're fucking basically robots. These motherfuckers, right? Yeah. Like, and I don't know. I had zero problem with it. In fact. The only thing, and so I think the people were upset by the gay kiss, because it's in a kid's movie. What the fuck, dude? I take my kids to fucking Walmart. I could see that.
An old girl.
Yeah.
Like a legit sex scene. Like
I know. I thought that was more jarring in the fucking kids movie than the gay kiss.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, that's hot, but you know.
Yeah. But it's like, I'm kind of glad I didn't have my 10-year-old son with me on that one because it was like, oh, I didn't expect that shit. I didn't even fucking know that was because in 26 Marvel movies, we've never seen that. Never fucking crazy.
Yeah. Angelina Jolie, she kind of killed it, knocked it out. She did good. Yeah. I really enjoyed that movie, man. It was good. And they're bringing in some new characters. They got Jon Snow. He's going to be the Black Knight coming into the MCU. I had to get
Did that surprise you how little he had to do with this movie? Because they built it like he was like a big part of the movie, like a main character of the
Well,
movie.
to be honest, I know nothing about the Eternals other than watching that movie.
Me neither. Me neither.
So I just went in. I didn't even watch any of the trailers. I just went in like, oh, this is a new Marvel shit. Let's go. I didn't even know he was in there. I was like, that's Jon Snow. Like whispering that to Kimberly, you know, that's Jon Snow in it.
Yeah.
Because his name Kip something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's dope, man. I like that guy.
Oh, Kit Harington.
Kit
Yeah.
Harington, that's it. He killed it. I mean, you know, and then he's like, okay, I gotta be superhero now, for real. But like, and then I had Kimberly like do the research while we were driving, and so he's gonna be the Black Knight,
Mm-hmm.
who in the comic books is equally strong as Thor or stronger, and he has magical weapons and he's a master swordsman. But the original Dark Knight was a villain, but he died, and then his like younger offspring or something like that takes up the mantle and is a good guy. So I think that's who Kit Harington's gonna be, is the Black Knight, but like a good guy version.
Yeah, he is. What I thought was weird though is when they kind of revealed that toward the end, and then in that post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Do you know who the supposedly the voice was in the at the end in the post-credit scene?
I assumed it was Nick Fury. Was I wrong?
You were wrong.
Really?
Yeah, it was Blade.
What?
Yeah, which doesn't. I didn't think it made sense, but that's like I guess it's confirmed that was Blade because there is a movie.
It was Blade, bro. That makes
Yeah.
me more happy. I hope they're bringing Wesley Snipes back. They're not bringing Wesley Snipes back. They have another dude, don't they?
Yeah, they're not. But what's weird is, though, here's what's weird.
Blade, bro.
Here's what's weird. The Blade in the comics, and this is I didn't even know this till recently. The Blade in the comics was British. He had a British accent.
Oh, really?
He's from the UK. Yeah. So, and he's from like 1800s England. Okay. So the one we got with Wesley Snipes is not comic book accurate, but I thought maybe they were going to do that with this Blade, like he would be British, but this voice was not British at all. And yeah, they confirmed that was Blade. Like the MCU confirmed, like, yep, that's Blade. But I was like, what's the connection though? Why is he connected to the Black Knight? Because that doesn't even make a whole lot of sense. Like,
right, because they're both like, you know, mystic creatures. Like he's an ancient knight. Blade's been a vampire.
mm-hmm.
You know, the Daywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I watched. So that's dope as fuck. I liked it. I like that whole movie, top to bottom. Is great. I got some real strong Homelander vibes off of Icarus.
Yeah, Superman, Homelander. Do you think that this movie, and this is how I kind of felt from it, do you think it kind of felt like a DC film? A little bit?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
I got some DC vibes. So Jack Kirby created the Eternals.
Right.
He also created a hero team for DC, and wrote a lot of comic books for DC for a while there. And when he created the Eternals, it's clear that he took a lot of that from the Justice League. Like, you got a fast, a speedster.
Flash.
You got a Superman like, with Icarus.
Gilgamesh is Hulk.
Yeah.
Fucking Wonder Woman is Athena.
Yep.
You know, I mean, yeah. And then Fasco could be comparable to Cyborg in some aspects, other than being a cyborg, but it's his ability to fuck with technology and stuff, you know.
Yeah, one of my favorite characters in that movie was Druig.
Yeah.
I like that character. Like, I didn't love the chick that played the main chick in it. I just thought she was all right. Like, she wasn't nothing special. Didn't blow me away. It was just like, she works, But I didn't feel in any way like some of those characters, like Druig. I was like, that's fucking badass. Athena, I thought she was fucking badass.
Yeah.
And then Icarus was fucking hard. I'm like, he nailed that.
Yeah.
I believed that. Yeah.
Powerful.
But I wasn't super big on the main chick. But overall,
Yeah, and
I liked it a
Hayek
lot.
killed it too.
Who? Selma Hayek. Yeah.
Yeah, loved her. Man, okay, so
I thought it was kind of crazy that like that it got such low ratings. Like for a Marvel movie, it got really low. Like
I just feel like it's a setup for another offshoot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is for sure. It's a world building.
It's another Guardians. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so they're just expanding it, and they got Thanos' brothers showing up at the end of Arrows. Little things, that they're just bringing in. So they're expanding that's what I figured it was from the start. It's like, oh, they're just going to introduce this to the MCU, so they give you some.
It was kind of cool that that it didn't pull too much else in from the other movies. Like it kind of stood on its own really well.
Well, I like that. That's what they mentioned the Marvel thing, so it's a Marvel movie, but it was very much something. It's his own vehicle, and I like that.
Yeah, like barely. Like they kind of mentioned Thanos happened, but that's it. And I like that. It was like a whole brand new thing. I didn't have to worry about like, well, where does this connect to here and that? And like it was just its own brand new thing, and it was fun, man. I liked it a lot. What did you think of? What did you think of Shang-Chi? Shang-Chi.
You weren't wrong, sir. That was a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went and watched Eternals, and I came home, watched Shang-Chi on Disney Plus. Yeah, I was really. I know people shit on Aquafina for her turning off her black scent or whatever, but I loved it. I loved it from top to bottom. That movie was great. Yeah, I wish Jet Li would have played his dad, but I was happy with the character.
What okay, so now the last 3 movies, okay? Black Widow, you got Shang-Chi, you got Eternals. What do you rank them?
Eternals, Shang-Chi, Black Widow. I thought Black Widow kind of wasn't my favorite, man. I didn't hate it. I know you do.
Black Widow.
I know.
I honestly, I would probably go as of right now, and I've only seen Eternals once, so that could change when I rewatch it. But Eternals, Black Widow, Shang-Chi. That's how I see it. I thought Shang-Chi was good. I thought it would have been better if it remained more of just a martial arts film instead of going with dragons and shit.
But that is that culture though.
Yeah,
I like and you were right when they brought back that dude from the Iron Man 3.
Yeah,
he gave the best comic relief. It's straight shit happens. It's called I'm fine. It's called acting. Now, come on.
I love that little fucking animal that he had.
Yeah, I can't remember now, but yeah, that was awesome. And then I watched Venom 2. There Will Be Carnage.
Oh yeah, I still have not seen that.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You're not missing a lot.
Okay. The other day when you told me, you're like, they're all fucking great.
No, it was good. It's good, but it's a monster movie. It's not, Woody Harrelson's a little overboard, but he's okay. I mean, it's a good movie, dude. But Tom, I'm saying this right. Tom Hardy, the Venom, he wrote it, the script and shit. So story by him. So It's like
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and a lot of it is just jokes and the arguments back and forth with him and Venom that are funny. They kind of carry most of the movie.
Yeah,
and then Carnage is fucking badass. Terrorize.
Okay, so Venom or Venom 2?
I gotta go Venom 1.
Okay.
Venom 2, yeah, because he's just another symbiote. That he's like, a super powerful symbiote, but I don't know, man. I was like, I just was expecting more out of it.
Yeah, a lot of people said it was just more of the same. Like, if you like the first one, it's kind of like a little bit more of that. Like,
yeah, that's a fair assessment. Like, they could have made them all one movie. To be honest.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah.
still gonna see it at some point.
Oh no, I encourage you to. It's not a bad movie by any means.
Yeah,
I'll watch it
I
again when
enjoyed the first one. I liked the first one. It wasn't like fucking fantastic. It wasn't like, I mean,
exactly.
that year it was up against movies like Infinity War. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like it was all right. But it
Well,
was fine.
and
My son
that's
liked
me. It's like I went and watched Eternals, then came home, watched Shang-Chi, and then the next day, because we wanted to watch it in theaters, we drove back up to Olympia to watch that in the theater. Because we were going to watch that on my birthday, the Saturday, but turns out that it goes out of theaters today. It's the last day in theaters up here. So
Oh,
we
shit.
went to watch it because that was like our only time we have a chance to. So we drove back up and watched it. Yeah.
So your birthday is tomorrow?
Day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow.
Yeah, the 20th.
Oh, yeah, okay, okay. It's the 19th here, bro. It's
Oh,
the
man.
19th.
Yeah, I'm still on yesterday.
Well, happy birthday, bro.
Thank you, thank you.
We won't get a
39, man.
chance to record again before your birthday.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're going out of town. Gonna go find a waterfall and some good food, and I think we're gonna go down.
Naturally.
I think we're going down the Oregon coast. I think so. I mean, it's an ugly time of year, but that would be cool stuff. I got water resistant gear for hiking, so it'll
Yeah,
be fun.
I was gonna say you gonna go find some water. Not a waterfall, but that dreaded water.
I don't like getting wet.
You love waterfalls, but you don't like getting wet.
Yeah, simple as
Do
that.
you guys ever go up at least like in the waterfall or like behind it or what do
Yeah.
you do?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this one Spoon Creek where there's like you swim at the bottom of it. It's like not that far from here. Like the bottom of it is a swimming hole, and it's cold, but the water's crystal clear. You can see the bottom. It's awesome. It's super gorgeous. It's right in the middle of like nowhere. You just drive
Yeah.
out in the woods, and all of a sudden just pull up and you're like, hey, look, there's a little trail. Where's it go? Oh, you follow it down this hill, then there's a waterfall. Oh, and there's a wading pool at the bottom with little trees, so you can climb all the way to the base of the waterfall and be on the waterfall right by it. It's badass. It's cool, man. I
That
still ain't
is
getting wet. I'll be going in the water and shit like that. But like, there's a lot of them where you can walk like behind the waterfall. I'll do that. That's cool.
your aversion to water is forever fucking funny to me. Fucking how much you hate water.
Nah, it's like no, like I'm cool. I took the kids in the pool like last weekend and stuff.
You're
I
like fuck the beach. Fucking beach is shitty.
fuck the beach. Honestly, like it's pretty and it's cool, but like, have you ever been on a beach in Washington? It's just cold and windy. And then
Yeah, I
you
was
got
gonna say
and it just
yeah,
ruins your
not out there. Yeah, I went to a beach one time though on the East Coast in the off season and it was like fucking cold and fucking
yeah.
no
But
one was there.
but I bought me some Crocs, so next time I go to the beach, I'm gonna bring my.
Oh,
That might change my whole disposition about it, bro.
I don't think that will change your disposition about it.
Ah, because I got the 4-wheel drive house shoes now.
I don't think so. I
Well,
don't think so.
the main reason I don't like going to the beach because it ruins my shoes. So I have sand in my shoes like 3 months after going to the beach, you know. And but
But
if you have
if you
plastic shoes that can't hold on to it, they don't have an insole. It's just a
if you
slipper. It's like,
but if you like the water, are you really Jesse Cole?
yeah, I'm not go. I didn't say anything about going in the water, bro. Hold on, whoa, slow down, sir. I did like La Push Beach, the Twilight Beach. That was badass.
Beaches are kind of shitty. Like I ain't gonna lie, sand sucks, dude. Sand
Yes,
fucking sucks.
it was so pretty there, and just watching my girl geek out, and like you saw in the movie. So it's like, oh, this is that place where this happened. That's
Yeah,
cool. Like,
yeah. No, just sand. You're right though. Like sand, fuck some sand, bro. Like sand. We went to the beach for a week, earlier this summer. It's in June, and we spent a week in South Carolina, and it was like it's great. I love it. The ocean, it's fucking beautiful. It's fun. I like the breeze on the ocean. It feels great. Like
uh,
I love the smells. I love the fucking, but the sand, fuck that, dude. You get it on
yeah,
your feet. It gets in your shoes and your bags and your clothes and your hair.
man.
Fuck.
Remember when we did that 30-pound ruck?
Yeah.
Uh, I spilled a whole backpack full of sand in the back of my car, man.
Ugh.
Yeah, it sucked. I was so mad. Like, fuck sand.
Well, speaking of, do you want to do a challenge this week? You want to do a challenge?
Yeah. What's the challenge?
I don't know. What's the challenge, bro?
I don't know. My shoulder's still pretty fucked up, but my hip's happy. I don't know. You want to do another ruck?
A ruck or a run? I mean, we could do a. Are you still training for the half marathon? What's going on with
Yeah,
that?
I kind of took the week off. I had a bunch of shit going on, and so I didn't really make it to the gym this week. But yeah, I'm still running, bro. I'm still doing that thing. I ran 5 miles is my biggest run so far, but yeah, I was supposed to run 6, but I didn't. Some pussy. But yeah, I'm running, man. I'm running, bro. I'm game.
I think I'm gonna have a dude on my Daily BS podcast here soon. He's he's a legit fucking runner. He qualified for Boston this year.
Nice.
He's one of them like like Instagram influencer type runners.
Ow. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like giving away fucking Nike Vapor Flies and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
send me those.
yeah. So maybe I can work something out there. But I plan to have him on the pod and just chat about fucking like, because he has a very similar story. He didn't start running until his mid-30s. He's like he's like around our age. I think he's 36 or 37. And he just started running in 2018. He was never a runner before that. And he I don't know if you realize this, but there's not a lot of black dudes in the distance running space.
Really?
Yeah,
Did not
there's
know that.
yeah, it's and like the further the distance, kind of the less prevalent it is. Like when you get to like ultra marathons, it's like mostly fucking middle-aged white people.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much.
I like to
So
suffer, bro. I like to suffer a lot. You want to see how
but
much I like to suffer?
he's basically a marathoner for the most part.
Yeah.
And he got some pretty quick times. Like I think he runs like he ran a relay recently where he ran a relay marathon. So where like he would run 7 miles, the next person would take it and run 7 miles, and as a team they compete, right? And he was running something like 5-minute miles for 7 miles. Like he's a fucking beast.
Holy shit, just getting it.
Yeah. So yeah, his name's Tommy Runs. If anybody wants to follow him on Instagram, he's always doing shoe giveaways and shit like that. He's like a big shoe head. He's always doing videos with like talking about the new shoes and.
That's dope, man.
But I'm gonna have him on Daily BS just talk about like how he got started. Oh yeah, and he comes from a place of addiction. He went through addiction. He got clean. He started running. This became his life. Yeah, he's a family man. Nice. So it's very similar type stories that I can relate with, and I just want to talk to him about like all that shit and like motivation and what the fuck running has done for him and shit like that. So
that's what's up, man.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, more.
And before he got into running, he was just straight into lifting weights.
So this is Tommy Runs.
Yep.
He's swole.
Tommy Runs.
He's jacked.
He was jacked. But he's been running for 3 years. So now he's shredded.
Yeah.
But he used to be big.
So somewhat David Goggins-esque.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, we could wrap this thing up, man. We're like a longer than I thought we would go.
Yeah, we're about an hour and some change. All right. Well, so did we have a challenge?
Yeah, I said, do you want to do it? Do you want to do a ruck or do you do a run?
Let's do a 10K for time.
10K ruck for time.
No, not a 10K ruck. 10K run for time.
Oh, 10K run for time. So 6.22 miles for time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna PR. I'm gonna get a PR on this bitch.
I'm not. I'm just gonna do it and do my best. I'm not fast right now, and I'm not trying to get hurt. But I feel like that's a very doable thing.
I have never been fast, but I'm going to do better than I did last time I ran a 10K.
Right? You're probably gonna do better than me. I'm not fast right now, but I'm gonna give it what I got. I think I can hang in there.
All right, let's do it. 10K for time.
10K for time. All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon. Follow me on the gram. It's Cole _Witta _K. the Daily BS, at the Real Brett Scott on Instagram. The Jesse Show, I got a new episode up. You might check that out if you feel so inclined. That's on the YouTube. And I think we're out of here, man.
Yes, sir.
I'll catch you on the next one.
Later.